If you're struggling to come back to practice after an injury, I'm going to show you 3 tips to come back stronger in just 16 weeks. And don't worry, I come with credentials. I'm a certified personal trainer, and I know what it's like to be injured. I partially tore my MCL, and despite that scary, like, oh my God, I'm going to be out for the entire season feeling, I actually came back a lot stronger. Plus, I've helped over 500 skaters level up their game, and I can help you too. The first thing is that you have to stop thinking that resting forever is the only way to heal. I know it can feel like avoiding movement is probably better, but the problem is that you're invariably going to fall into one of 2 categories. Either you wait too long to rebuild your strength, and then your body maybe never quite feels the same, and you feel like you're coming back from so far behind, or you jump back in too soon and you're pushing through the pain, right? Because we can't stand not being on the track. And then we end up being sidelined even longer, which for a lot of women, especially women over 30, it actually makes you worse, not better at derby. I actually started seeing better results when I built back strength in a way that worked with my body instead of against it. So the next thing is you want to reduce the inflammation in your body, and we do that by the things that we eat. So if you want to heal really fast, you have to fuel your body in a way that helps it heal faster, which can be hard when, all you want to do is eat your feelings, right? Because you're so sad that you're injured. So something as simple as avoiding processed food is a big game changer, because this is directly going to lower your inflammation levels. And I always tell my clients that are injured to try to eat like 80% of their diet with like 1 ingredient foods like vegetables or chicken, for example. And then if they want to eat their feelings the other 20% of the time, totally fine. And the third thing, you have to stop feeling like you have to figure this all out on your own. I mean, let's be honest. If you're balancing roller derby, work, family, and life, probably the last thing that you want to do is stress yourself out about how to recover from this injury in a way that actually gets you on the track again, like stronger and better. But the worst part, I think, is that when you try to piece something together on your own and you're like pulling things off of Pinterest and you have no idea if this is actually going to work, and so then you switch to something else, it can get really, really frustrating. And then when you don't see results in like 2 seconds, right, you give up and then you go and do something else, and then you end up being stuck in this like post-injury cycle. But I promise you, what's actually keeping you from getting back on the track after your injury is that you need a more structured plan, and you need someone to help you have patience in the process. So check out these results from my client who was rehabbing a back injury and a concussion. And before, she felt like she was never going to get back to 100%. Can you relate to that? But just 3 weeks into the program, she won an MVP in her first game back. And since then, she's actually had higher level skaters that were saying that she's not only gotten back and is now quicker than before, but that her mental game has leveled up too. The biggest shift, it wasn't about just skating better and skating more. It was about feeling better. Her friends and her family and her coaches, they were all noticing that she was like a happier human, not just healed from her wound. You know what I mean? So, we're talking more energy, more consistency in her routines. And I think the cool thing is what she told me was that every part of her life actually felt easier. She doesn't hurt anymore. She doesn't have 2 p.m. crashes. And even things like lifting a big heavy bag of dog food doesn't bother her anymore, which was huge because her back was so hurt. And this program didn't just give her workouts, right? You got to get that. It gave her a plan to actually fit into her life, helped her track her progress. And I think most importantly, it helped her get out of her own way. So if you're tired and you're feeling stuck and you really want to like overcome that injury, then what I would say is maybe this is your sign. I've got 5 spots open for the next coaching cohort, so let's go. Let's do it. If you want to apply, you can just comment below with coaching, and I will send you over all the details on how you can apply. I'll see you on the inside.